What's up everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory 1.0. Last time we started making some aluminum ingots that we turned into asphalt sheets and aluminum casings. So today we're going to start off by making some supercomputers and radio control units. So let's get straight into it. So we're going to start off by unlocking control system development, which is going to unlock supercomputers and radio control units as well as blenders. So let's unlock that. And we're going to start off by changing that one manufacturer that we have next to our Caterium production to supercomputers. So here's the manufacturer where we have all our resources already. So we can select supercomputers and underclock that to 80% so we don't use too many of our computers and high-speed connectors. So we're going to be making 1.5 supercomputers per minute. We also unlocked radio control units, which we're gonna make over here, but first we need to split some computers because they're also used for that. So you can just place a splitter here, connect that, and maybe place a lift somewhere here. Or just for now, let's take a belt. It's gonna cross a little bit. So we're gonna place it here. We're gonna go up here. And let's place our manufacturer. Maybe somewhere here. Yeah, let's place it here. Oh, I think we need so we take our computers over here and we can put it into the first slot. We also have to bring crystal oscillators from there and aluminum casings from there. So I'm gonna quickly bring them to this manufacturer. So we have our crystal oscillators and aluminum casing from our two factories over there. Now we just need to connect this to power, so you can upgrade that, and now this should start working. Yeah, we're also gonna put summer sloop inside because this is quite a lot of our computers and high-speed connector and just overall a lot of materials, and doesn't produce much, so we're just gonna have that inside. Now producing 5 radio control units per minute. So now the next part of like the phase 3 is to get fused modular frames and also turbo motors. So if we quickly get to the hub, we can see this milestone which unlocks nitrogen. And also this milestone which uses fused modular frames from here. So these are the two milestones we're gonna have to unlock first. So I'm gonna get the materials for this. So we have all the resources, so now we can unlock advanced aluminum production, which is gonna unlock nitrogen and overall wells and cooling systems and fused modular frames. So the nearest nitrogen gas, I think, is here. Let's wait for it to show that. Yeah, I think it's here. It's even too far for the scanner to show. So we're gonna have to start our train network. I prepared like the starting position. Oh yeah, the closest one is there. So this is gonna be our starting position for network. So we take one of these blueprints. I think I'm gonna put most of these blueprints in the description, so you can also use them. These are blueprints for both roads and trains. So we have to turn that the right way. And if we take it, to rotate this. And now that's the right way. So here we have roads both ways and trains. And if we take another blueprint and set it to build mode to blueprint, now they can snap, and we can just continue. We have to connect the railways over here, and sometimes we will have to place like block signals so that the trains can like actually move around them. We also have intersections, so if we want to split the road, we can use, for example, a class road, and it looks like this. The trains are quite confusing here because you can't fit the entire like intersection, so you have to like connect every single one. You also have to place like a 90-degree turn here, so you have to prepare that and just like line all of this up to the trains, and then you have to like connect the roads correctly and place the signals. So I'm gonna do that now until I get all the way to the nitrogen gas over here, and probably we're gonna make a station a little further here, so we have some space over here to build the fused modular frames. So I'll get to it, and I'll meet you like somewhere there when the road is complete. So this is where road ends. We have I built a little station here and some concrete platform. Of course, in the future we can do multiple trains over here, maybe some limestone from over there and that type of stuff. But here we have nitrogen, so we can drop down and we can get a new building, which is a resource well pressurizer. I think we're gonna probably want to place this on like some foundations, so it's a little leveled. So if we place a pressurizer, let's place it here. We can also get resource well extractors, and we can place that on foundation. It's not like miners. And this, I'm going to activate it first. So I'm going to connect this to power. So you can connect this to power, and now these should start like some cool animations, and these are going to like blow up a little. Yeah. Yeah. So now we can actually place the extractors, and this is where we get the nitrogen. And we can also overclock this, which we will. And now, yeah, we can get 1950 nitrogen per minute. So I'm gonna place all of these and connect it into 4, I think, pipes. So I'm gonna do it real quick. So we have our nitrogen over here. The cool thing about gases is that they don't actually need pumps, and they're just getting here with no problem. So we have all of these connected, and this one's overclocked fully. So we have 3 600 pipes and one 150 pipe, just overflowing now. So we now need to place packagers. We're going to need, if we overclock them fully, we're going to need 1 packager per pump, per pipe, so we can place them probably here, should be fine, and here, same thing. And here it is, so we have connected the packagers. These are all fully overclocked, and this one is at 62.5%. So we have an outgoing belt from both sides of 450, 487.5 packaged nitrogen, So we can do the first two as maybe yeah, let's do this as output. So here the train's gonna get full with nitrogen, and let's do the other way maybe, so it's easier. So this is gonna be this is where we're gonna be sending the packaged nitrogen, and the front two are gonna be mergers, and it's gonna be receiving the aluminum. Oh, it's the other one, and it's gonna be receiving the tanks for the nitrogen, because it's gonna be a closed system. We don't have to worry about adding too many things, like so we can just connect this to our system over here, and we're gonna have to set up the other station at the other end to unpackage all of this nitrogen. So I'm gonna clean all of this up and also do the other part and fill it with some canisters, I think they're called. It's called empty fluid tank, yeah. So I'm gonna prepare this station and I'll be right back. So now we have the other part of the train network. So we have the receiving station. I only put 2 unpackagers because we don't even need close to like 2000 like nitrogen, we only need like 200. So now we can set up our train. So we can get our locomotive, we can place it, and we need 4 freight cars. Over here. We could use just like liquid, there's like a fluid freight platform, but it only has like 5000 fluid each cart, and each of these has like 10 times more, like, yeah. So we can now check the train menu, and we can set a timetable to start at nitrogen loading, and then finish at unloading. So the nitrogen loading is over here. That's the station with the nitrogen node over here. So we can turn on save changes and turn on self-driving, and this will start going. The only thing we're missing now is the fluid tanks, which require aluminum. So I'm gonna bring like 5 trucks worth of them, and I'll be right back when it starts working. As you can see, I filled it with some fluid tanks and now it's moving. I also set up a pipe over here that's going next to our radio control units, where we'll build the next few parts. So first thing we're gonna build is the fused modular frame. So I brought the heavy modular frames here. We're gonna use a blender for that, which is another new machine. So we can put it around the same place as the manufacturer. We can line this up around here. And we're gonna need, as an item input, heavy modular frames and aluminum casings. So we can take this over here and line this up. We can rebuild that and place a lift here. So now we have the aluminum casings, and the next output input is the fluid input, which is nitrogen. So we can get this, we can put it with a nice 90-degree turn. We can also place a splitter here, because we're gonna need this for more than one thing. So we need to place a foundation and then a splitter here. Now we can take this, and some nitrogen should start flowing, but first the buffer has to fill up, and that's gonna be our fused modular frames. We're actually going to put a summer slope inside, just so we make a little more. Next part is going to be cooling systems. Yeah, cooling systems. They require heat sinks, rubber, water, and nitrogen. So first we're gonna place an assembler over here to make the heat sinks. So we can select a heatsink with the alternate recipe, which requires rubber and aluminum casings instead of copper sheets. So just again line this up, connect this back, and get some more casings. Let's get that. And that's gonna be aluminum casings. Now we need rubber from over here. So now the heat sinks are producing. We can actually overclock this to 12 heat sinks per minute. And now we need to build the cooling systems. So let's place another blender here. Let's build it maybe here. Yeah, this should be fine. And we're gonna require the heat sinks from over here. So let's bring them to the first input. We also need, I think, rubber. Yes, we need rubber. So we can take it. Let's place a splitter here. So it's this, and we can rebuild this so it actually connects, and put it into the second solid input. We also need water and nitrogen gas. Now the cooling systems are flowing with everything inside, including the heat sinks, water, nitrogen, and rubber. So we have to do the last basic part in in phase 3, which is turbo motors, which require a manufacturer, which you can place here. Place it nice and centered, like this. We have all of these resources required here. So they require motors, radio control units, cooling systems, which we just built. So let's get them in there, as well as some rubber, which you can steal from the line before, from over here. So we have to set the recipe to turbo motors over here, and we can get the belt into the storage area over here. So the only thing left is connect this one to power, and everything is working. So that's pretty much the phase 3 automated. We now have turbo motors, cooling systems, and have fused modular frames. And also the turbo motors will have summer slopes inside. And yeah, I think Oh, we need to underclock the turbo motors to 40%, just so that they don't use all of the radio control units and cooling systems and motors, because this would use all our motors that we're producing. So now we're producing 1.5 turbo motors per minute, 3 cooling systems, and 3 fused modular frames. So next episode we're gonna unlock phase 4, which is playing with some quantum stuff. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave the like button and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.